Alright, people, we're back with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. This is going to be part 5 of our blind playthrough. We finished Chapter 2 or Case 2 or Episode 2 or whatever earlier today, and we're about to start the third case of the game. Well, because I want to watch that little video again. What's that? From episode start. Yeah, it's this one, I guess. Chapter select. Yeah, okay. From episode start, Turnabout Academy. Start from the beginning of the episode. Yep, because I want to refresh my memory with the little video that played at the start of the chapter. Anyway, hello, Monica. I'm good, thank you. How about you?
A prestigious high school with alumni in the highest echelons of the legal world.
Oh. They murdered someone. You feeling good, Monica? Your day was good? That's good to hear. Okay, I should have checked to see if I have the DLC chapter, actually. I don't know. I'm not sure. Won't write much right now. I'm making pancakes to use for dinner. Nice. Well, you'll be lurking then. You'll be watching. That's good. Make some good pancakes, Monica. Okay, actually, I want to return to the title and see which episodes I have. See if I only have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have the DLC episode as well. Or maybe it's not DLC on mobile. Maybe it was only DLC on the 3DS. Well, that's good then. Okay, more content. That's good. Alright then, continue. And this one. There. Load this data. Themis Legal Academy. Athena. Oh no, I'm gonna be late. Phew, finally. So this is it, the illustrious Themis Legal Academy. This is the place where many distinguished lawyers and prosecutors got their start. When news spread that Mr. Wright had gotten his attorney's badge back, he received a call from the school asking him to pay a visit. Mr. Wright brought us along hoping we'd learn something from the experience. But no, I had to go and blow it by getting here 30 minutes late. At least it's not all business today. After all, today's their school festival. Justicia's Diner. Culpable. Curie. Culpable. Nice. Hey, RNG. I'm good, thank you. How about you? Prosecute and Classy Cafe. Prosecute and Classy. Okay, oh boy. Art exhibit. Feeling sleepy? Mock trial. Waiting room. Okay. Wow, this place has school festival written all over it. Slept only 2 hours last night. You gotta sleep more. Nights for sleeping. For some people. Had to work early morning today. Okay. I see. Typical school anime start, huh? I'm late. School festival, all the jazz. Yep, exactly. That's exactly it. Okay. Why all the cold stares? Is it because everyone is in a school uniform except me? Well, I like the way I dress. Wonder where Mr. Wright and Apollo are. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. Thank you. Sounds like a mock trial is about to start, but where is this lecture hall? Looks like all the students and faculty are heading that way. Might as well join them. They might all be going to the toilet for all you know. Maybe I'll find Mr. Wright and Apollo there. Imagine that's not where they're going. Even more cold stares, I guess. Themis Legal Academy, 3rd floor, lecture hall. Okay. This must be the lecture hall. Wow, they spent some serious money on this place. The district courts can't even compete. Hey, Athena, over here. Ah, Mr. Wright, Apollo. I've been looking for you two. I'm so sorry I'm late. But, wasn't the previous case the first time she met Apollo? When is this then? This is after the last chapter then? Okay. It's okay, sorry we couldn't wait for you. But we didn't want to be late for our meeting. Lucky for you, the person we're supposed to meet also seems to be running late. Mr. Wright, Mr. Justice, it seems Professor Court has yet to arrive, okay? Who's this guy? He looks like a statue. How unprofessional of her to keep visitors to our esteemed institution waiting like this. Please tell me it's a disguise and the guy doesn't look like that all the time. Because he looks like a freaking statue of Zeus or something. I shall make her right. I will not. Oh, who do we have here? Oh, right. You haven't been introduced yet. Ah, yes. You must be the young lady Mr. Wright was telling me about. I am Aristotle. Yeah, okay, yeah. That makes sense. Aristotle means a professor at this hallowed hall of learning. I oversee the lawyer course here. It is a pleasure to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. I just recently got my attorney's badge myself. Ah, okay. So this is indeed after the previous trial. Okay, so it's sort of in a chronological order in this case. It's nice to meet you too. How wonderful. So vigorous and vivacious. You just earned yourself a gold star. What's with the teeth? What's with the teeth, man? They're just too perfect. Wow, thanks. That big smile of his is kind of scary, though. It's otherworldly. Looks like the mock trial is about to begin. What are we going to do about our meeting? Oh, speaking of the mock trial, do either of you know what it's about? Oh, but I thought we had sent a pamphlet to your office. Right, the pamphlet. Whatever happened to that? You won't be seeing it again. Tracy used it for the old rip it up and restore it trick. Unfortunately, it didn't work as advertised. Well, it seems I had better explain the situation then. Thank you, Professor. Yeah, the toga also, I should say, makes him look like a statue. Now, does anyone have any questions? Some of the characters in this game is kinda, interesting. I do, Professor. Could you tell me all about your school? What an excellent question. Here's a gold star for asking. Our academy has 3 courses to choose from. Students seeking to be lawyers take the lawyer course. Likewise, budding prosecutors take the prosecutor course and future judges the judge course. Wow. You have everything here for someone who wants to seriously pursue a career in law. Yes, well, that's what makes our school special, and today even more so. After all, we are to be treated to a lecture by the legendary attorney, Phoenix Wright. We can't wait to hear all about his return to the legal profession. You're giving a lecture, Mr. Wright, but you're not even a professor. Yeah, well, I'm just giving them what they want. Did you even know you were meant to be giving a lecture here today? Yes, sort of, but I came early because I was supposed to have a meeting with the head of the judge course, Constance Court. Okay. It's been a whirlwind of a morning. Let's leave it at that. Professor Court, she is a wonderful instructor, but quite unpunctual. Oh, so that's who's late. From what I've heard, our esteemed Mr. Wright here is scheduled to hold a training seminar tomorrow, in addition to today's lecture. A training seminar? For lawyers? What exactly does that involve? Why, it involves the very skills that make a lawyer. The arm angle when shouting objection, the proper way to strike the podium. Yeah, that's the most important stuff for a lawyer. The right arm angle when shouting objection and the proper way to strike the podium. How to project one's voice, and most importantly, how to bluff your way to victory. Who exactly do you want me to teach stuff like that to again? What a wonderful question. You just earned yourself a gold star. The great honor of taking a seminar by a famous lawyer and a famous prosecutor. That is what is at stake in this mock trial, the crown jewel of the school festival. The mock trial in question is a prestigious event that every student aspires to win. The top student in the lawyer course and the top student in the prosecutor course face off in a simulated court case set in this very school. As for the case itself, we select the best script written by a judge course student and base our case on that. Okay, oh, a one-on-one battle. How thrilling. So if the student studying to be a lawyer wins, they get to take my training seminar. But what if the other student wins? I'm not a prosecutor, so there's no cause for alarm. We have a famous prosecutor ready for just such a case. But exactly who it is, well, that is a special surprise. Oh, it's not like it's gonna be Edgeworth or something. A famous prosecutor? No, it can't be. Nah, they brought Von Karma out of prison. He's the one who's gonna teach. Professor Means, forgive me for interrupting you and your guests. Well, she had to be cute. Juniper Woods. Yeah, the sunflower should have given me a hint. A senior in the judge course. So that's where she knows Apollo Justice from. Professor, the trial will begin shortly. Since you'll be delivering the pre-trial speech, would you mind waiting up in the balcony until we're ready for you? My, how very organized you are, Juniper. You just earned yourself a gold star, too. But what about Professor Courts? Well, I suppose she'll eventually arrive. Now then, I trust you will look after our visitors, Juniper. Knowing who the famous prosecutor they are talking about is quite funny. I'm looking forward to it. Don't spoil anything. Don't say anything. Juniper Woods, is that you? Then, Athena, I almost didn't recognize you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. I would never. Okay, I trust you. I didn't know you were back from Europe. Wait, you two know each other? Now that's a coincidence. We've known each other since we were kids. We're like best friends, right, Junie? Yes, well, we lived close to each other, so we used to play in the forest together. Yeah, like a lot. Why won't she look at me? I guess I shouldn't be surprised, since we haven't seen each other in a long time. Anyway, we're supposed to go wait in the waiting room, right? Now that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Not that I wouldn't mind taking in the mock trial you're putting on today. Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't understand. Unfortunately, the mock trial is only for students and faculty. There is one seat reserved for Mr. Wright, but no other exceptions are allowed. Yes, I'm very sorry, but it is part of the student curriculum after all. I hope you won't mind remaining in the waiting room until the trial concludes. Yeah, because you're not paying students, so you don't get to have that class for free. Imparting knowledge is not something that should be free ever. Know what I mean? Oh, that's too bad. I was hoping to learn something new today. Should have signed up for the class then. And pay through the nose. I'll tell you what, Apollo. Why don't you take my place? What? Really? Sure, besides, I'd like to meet with Professor Cord as soon as she gets here. Oh, no fair. I want to see the mock trial, too. Sorry, I'm going to let Apollo pull what little rank he has, if it's okay with Professor Means. But of course, Mr. Wright, if that is what you wish. It's settled then. We'll expect a full and detailed report. Apollo, so pay attention. Being the new kid sure stinks. If you would please follow me, I'll escort you down to the waiting room on the first floor. Still no Professor Cord. It's been over 30 minutes. And Mr. Wright snoozing away on the sofa. This is so boring. I should have hid in the lecture hall and spied on the mock trial. Eek! What was that? I could have sworn I just heard something fall down and break. If you go running now, they'll think it was you. Well, it wasn't me. I think it came from somewhere outside. Oh, well, we better go have a look, seeing as everyone else is in the lecture hall. Okay. 67th School Festival. Is this stage for some sort of concert? It kind of reminds me of a courtroom. Wait, Athena, behind the witness stand. What? Uh-oh. Eek! Professor Court! Professor Court, can you hear me? Professor! Wait, that's who we were supposed to be meeting with? It looks like our meeting's been cancelled for us. No way, this can't be real. I called the police, they should be here soon. I'll go tell everyone in the lecture hall too. No, wait, they'll find out soon enough once the police get here. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Is that legal? Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus, no, never mind. Anyway, we should look around while the scene is still fresh. But, okay, you're the boss. Boss? Ba-bam, ba-bam, ba-bam. We should start by studying the body. I wonder what's the best angle for this. Well, this one maybe. Here. Illegal, but Phoenix knows that you can't always trust other people, especially when it gets crowded. Yeah. I guess I really do have to examine the body. Well, guess I'd better get used to stuff like this if I want to be a full-fledged lawyer. There's an arrow stuck in her side. Gunshot wounds and stab wounds are pretty common, but arrow wounds? This is a homicide any way you slice it. In other words, we have a murder on our hands. A murder here? So that makes this arrow the murder weapon. Well, that and the bow that shot it. Right, but where could the killer have shot her from? The stage is a sea of obstructions. I'm no expert on archery, but it can't be easy to hit a target with this much stuff around. Would it be possible to kill someone by stabbing them with an arrow? Wasn't there a case like that in a previous Phoenix Wright game already? I'm not sure. I guess we better do some more investigating before jumping to conclusions. Arrow added to the court record. What's this small book? The Sword of Justice? What do we have here? A book. I'm guessing it fell out of her chest pocket. Wait. What if it's her diary? That's the most private thing a girl has. True, but considering the situation at hand, my apologies to the late Professor Court. No, don't! Looks more like a planner than a diary. Every page seems to have the same word mark printed on it at that. I still think a girl deserves her privacy, but this may help us solve the case. Yeah. Court's planner added to the court record. Hold on. There. Trying to get more comfortable to play this. Nice pink sneakers. Notice anything strange about the body? Take a deep breath and then take a good look. Well, now that you mentioned it, there's no blood around it. Yet the victim's body is cold and rigor mortis has already started to dissipate. It would appear that quite some time has passed since Professor Court was murdered. Thing is, the quad was packed with students up until the start of the mock trial. Wait, then doesn't that mean she was killed at a different location? Oh, I know. The killer moved the body here while everyone was in the lecture hall. That's a definite possibility. Notice anything else? Yeah, I was about to say, just from looking at this, yeah, it looks like her hands were tied. Her arms are raised over her head and there are dark bruises around her wrists. Yeah, the professor was probably tied up with something. Eventually her wrists were unbound and as she reached up to stretch, she was killed. She was hanging from her wrists when she was stabbed, I think. Or hit with an arrow, anyway. Actually, I'm not so sure about this theory. Well, there is not exactly a lot to go on. If she was still stiff when she was unbound, her arms would have stayed in that position, and now that rigor mortis has started to dissipate, like they said, well, she's left in that position because of how long she was in that position before, I suppose. I think that's about all we're going to find out from the body for now. Nice work, Athena. Your face only turned 5 shades of pale. I was expecting 50. 50 shades of pale? Ha ha ha. We should probably take a picture of the crime scene just in case. Okay, I'm on it. Say cheese. How can you joke about that? Cheese, and I thought I was the one with the twisted sense of humor. Exactly! I think that should do it. Alright, let's take a better look around the area while we wait for the police to arrive. This pile of rubble sticks out like a sore thumb. Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposedly 2 statues on this stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. There were 2, and that thing over there is the remains of another statue. This could be related to the case. Let's take a closer look. There's something buried in the rubble. The Themis Herald? Wait, we shouldn't disturb it. Let's just read what we can. Take a picture of it, I say. Pending declaration of love rocks campus. Oh, okay. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil Juniper Woods. A she-devil? Her? She seemed so soft and like gentle when we saw her in the first case. Level-headed lawyer course genius and hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. That sounds so mean, though. Hugh O'Connor has declared that he will confess to her if he wins. I'm sure she knows already, so there's no need to confess anything. If this is already announced in the newspaper, there's not much to confess anymore. It's symbolic, I guess. It's a symbolic confession of love. Wait, what? I seriously wish I hadn't read that. You find that more shocking than discovering a murder victim's body? Okay, excuse me, I'm trying to find a way to get more comfortable, but it's not easy. Okay, I think I've got it. Alright, nice. But we're talking about my friend Junie here. She'd never lead guys on like that. Are you so sure about that? Athena, you don't believe everything you read, do you? This article is clearly written with malicious intent. I'm not buying a word of it. You're right, but it's still disturbing, even if it's third-rate tabloid material. Themis Herald added to the court record. Okay. This. Wonder what this was a statue of. Jeez, why is it so difficult for me to read? Whatever it was reddish purple in color. When Apollo and I first got here, both statues were already here, but they were covered up. I bet they were waiting to unveil them when the school festival moved here to the stage. You mean this duffel bag looking thing was actually being used to cover the statues? I guess that just leaves the question were they broken by accident or on purpose? What a puzzle this is. Mr. Wright, Athena. Oh, here comes Apollo. I've never seen anyone move so fast. Listen, something big's happened. I was at the mock trial when the police announced the body had been found on campus. That's right, and we're the ones who phoned it in. We found Professor Courts dead behind the witness stand over there. What? Can you show me? That face. What the? We've already had a quick look at the body. It's definitely a homicide. Yeah. Without the need for any coroner or anything like that. Yeah, it was definitely a homicide. Okay. What if she's indeed dead? Yeah, I guess it would be hard to argue that it was anything else. You don't commit suicide by impaling yourself on an arrow like that, I suppose. Once the police get here. No, I know it's a homicide. I'm shocked because it's the same, exactly the same. As what? Why there, Apollo? Take a deep breath and explain what you mean. It's the same, the body that is. It's just like how it was in the mock trial. What? It's like the mock trial? I know it sounds crazy, but... And how would she have untied her hands? Yeah, there's that too, I suppose. If it was a suicide, it would be weird. An assisted suicide, perhaps, then. If it indeed was. With someone's help, maybe. To make it look like a murder. But that seems a bit far-fetched, right? The body's location and position, the murder weapon, the lack of pooling blood. It's all exactly like the mock trial. So she wasn't killed here then. This is not the murder scene. You're kidding, right? It can't really all be the same, can it? Themis Legal Academy, third floor lecture hall. The whole school is in an uproar. There won't be any more classes today. A murder on campus? That's the last thing I expected at the Legal Academy. God, I thought the sirens were in real life. You know what? For a fraction of a second I thought too, because it sounded a bit too realistic. It sounded a little bit too much like the real thing. You two wait here until you've spoken with the police. I had to ask myself, just put headphones on, and it freaked me out. Well, it's because of the headphones too that I was like, wait, is that in the headphones? Because it seems to be coming from a distance, you know? I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe we have to wait around here. I can't stay still at times like these. I hope Junie hasn't fainted from the shock of this whole thing. Athena, there you are. Junie, am I glad to see you? I was worried that... Don't worry about me. I am student council president after all. I need to be strong. Student council president? Wow, I'm impressed. She's really changed. She used to be kind of sickly and shy. Why do they say she has a black heart, though? She doesn't come across that way. Well, she's all dressed in black. That's, a bit, I don't know how to put it. I don't know what word to use, but, looks a bit austere. I don't know how to say it. It makes her look like, she's more mean than she actually is. Juniper, was it? You mind if we ask you a few questions? Yeah, we're stuck here waiting for the police. School life can be cruel. We're stuck here waiting for the police, and there's really not much to do. Sure. What would you like to know? Okay. Juniper Woods. I haven't seen you in ages, Junie. What's it been? 7 years or so? Yes, and I remember how you were always there for me, Athena. Maybe it's just me, but I wanted to ask why you seem so distant. Remember how you used to call me Thena? I liked it better than that way. It felt like we were sisters, you know? Yes, but I'm student council president now. And as the student representative of Themis Legal Academy, I have to act properly. She was never this stiff and formal before. I knew you wanted to be a judge, but I didn't expect this. It's such a prestigious school, and you're in the judge course to boot. Yes, and Professor Court had been in charge of it until, well, you know. Oh, right. Professor Court was the professor in charge of Junie's course. Constance Court. What can you tell us about the victim? What sort of teacher was Professor Court? If I had to sum her up in a single word, I'd say she was amazing. A judge must always seek truth. That was her mantra, and she used it in trying to fix what was wrong with our school. She was a beacon of hope in this dark age of the law. The dark age of the law. They keep saying that over and over. What's wrong with your school? What did you mean by that? Oh, nothing. Never mind. Am I imagining things, or did I just detect something in Junie's voice? Professor Court chose my script for the mock trial. Oh, you mean all of the students in the judge course had to submit a script? And yours was the one she selected? Wow, that's amazing, Junie. Oh, thank you, but now Professor Court is... Who would do such a thing? Just yesterday we were working together trying to get things ready. Excuse me. She was already doing that back then? Are you alright, Junie? Maybe you should take it easy for a while. So she's still got that cough. Guess she's not as strong as she pretends to be. Why do you need a script in a showdown between a lawyer and a prosecutor? Well, we were simulating a trial, so we needed a script as a framework. All the details about the incident and the people involved are included in the script. We also prepared a crime scene, photos, a murder weapon, and other kinds of evidence. Wow, you guys think of everything. Must be hard getting all that ready. Yes, well, it was only Professor Court and I. After all, we didn't want the script or other elements of the mock trial to get leaked. We were the only ones in the entire school who knew all of the all of the details. Sorry. Must have been a big pain in the, that must have been really difficult. I wrote the script so that the case could go either way. That way the defense and the prosecution both had an equal chance of winning. Heh. If you think that's all she's capable of, you've got another thing coming. Huh? Who said that? Juniper's genius doesn't stop at her brilliant script. Ah, the simps. Yeah, she gave an award-winning performance as the defendant, man. Okay. I think I found a rival to my cords of steel. Hugh, Robin, aren't you going to introduce yourselves to our guests? As student council president, I won't have you treating them rudely. Don't I know this guy from somewhere? I think I've seen him somewhere, no? Heh, you're right. I heard Mr. Wright was bringing a couple of guests with him. That would be you too. Apologistis and Athena Sykes. Yep, I'm Athena Sykes. And I'm Apologistis. Nice to meet you. I feel like I've seen this guy before. Or maybe I saw too many screenshots of this game before playing it. Shoot. I don't have their character profiles yet. Why do I feel like I've seen him in a previous game? I'll pass on the handshake. I'm studying to be a lawyer. The name's Hugh O'Connor. But some call me Mr. Perfect because I never score less than 100% on tests. Hugh O'Connor? Hold on. Or maybe there was a character that looked like him. I'm not sure. Hugh O'Connor. Phoenix Wright. Wikia. I don't know. No, I think it just looks like another character design-wise. I shouldn't read too much about him because that might spoil some pieces of this case, I guess. No, okay, never mind. Forget about it, I guess. He's a pretty generic looking guy. Yeah, I don't know. I had the feeling that there was maybe a prosecutor or something like that in a previous case, in a previous game, that looked kind of similar with the same, like, small eyes and glasses, but, well, never mind. Or yeah, it's just that he's so generic looking. You're a typical anime guy, I don't know. And what's with his hand? Is it glued to the inside of his pocket or what? Yeesh. Let me be the first to apologize for Hugh's totally rude introduction. Sorry! Now here's my intro. I'm Robin Newman. I'm studying to be a prosecutor, like the really cool kind that nails the bad guys. No, where's the sincerity? So he makes pottery too. And what's that brace-like contraption for? I don't know. Junie sure has made some unusual friends. These two were the lawyer and prosecutor in today's mock trial. And even though I wrote the script, I also played the part of the defendant. Final act in torrid love triangle centered on campus she-devil. Juniper Woods, she-devil. That sounds so mean. Level-headed lawyer course genius and a hot-blooded prosecutor course student will go head-to-head in a mock trial battle for the she-devil's black heart. Gee, man. You're gonna need a shower after this. What's with all the sweating? Wait, these two are the guys who supposedly have a thing for Junie? Hey, Juniper, come on, your role's way beyond just that. Okay. That's right! The mock trial's just the start. She's also in the school festival's main event. Live on stage, Juniper Woods and the crowd goes bananas. Woo! I'm supposed to sing at the school festival. That's why there was a stage and everything, maybe. All of the other girls were too embarrassed to try out, so my Junie singing on stage in front of people, wow, she really has changed. Well, she still seems like she's not super comfortable with the idea, maybe. I don't know. Maybe she felt like she had to do it for so that the thing would not fall through, you know? She felt it was her duty or something. Your performance. I was responsible for making everyone stage costumes. Make glow from inside. Constellations. Shine through fabric, I guess. That's very elaborate. And this is what I'll be wearing. Yikes! Hubba hubba! That's amazing, Junie, but then again, you were always good at that kind of thing. These constellations in particular are really something. This! These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, do you notice something about what? The outfit? Embellished with frills? It's been a while since I streamed Apollo Justice, so... I don't know if I can remember. I'm not sure. It's not coming back if there was anything about it. Do you mind telling me? Because if this is something about Apollo Justice, then I should know, because I did play it. One of my favorite things to do is to look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. Ah, so you're a fan of the night sky then? Wow, Apollo, didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who got me really interested in space. Wait, you had friends when you were young? Color me surprised. Ouch. That stings. As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirited teasing to continue. Thank you, Junie. Thank you. Eep, I think she's angry. Stage costume added to the court record. I'm pretty sure it's a reference to a character from that, but I'm kind of getting nervous I am wrong now. Don't be nervous. There's no need. I can't remember at all, so you're definitely way ahead of me. There's nothing to feel nervous about, I think. The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure Yeah, I knew it. She's kind of nervous about it. No, you can do it! That's right, and anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. I'm not so sure about the shining armor part, but... maybe that Themis Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So, who won? So how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it would have turned out. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during the fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict. Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man. I bet I would have won. But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either. Right? It is La Miroir. Wasn't she a singer, actually? Wasn't it a case where, there was something about the backstage rooms or something being one next to one another, or it's been a long time, so the singer, yeah, some bits and pieces here are coming back to mind now about the case, but it's been a long time, so that's even older than me streaming the Miles Edgeworth Investigations games. So I streamed that even before. So, or at least I think. When did I stream that actually? When was that? Off the top of my head, I'd say 2019 maybe. And when I streamed it was the first time I actually played it too. The only one I had played before streaming it was the very first game, and then all the others I was playing them blind. Content, yeah. Look up. Apollo. Well, it says 3 years ago, but 8th of December 2019, okay. I thought so, but I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? We'll settle this some other time, and I assure you I will win when that time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen, I don't think so! He's too over the top, I don't like him. I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Ah, that's a picture of her? Oh yes, it's the same outfit and everything. Oh yeah. It's exactly the same, if anything. Or maybe it's just that she's a fan or something, I don't know. Maybe she is. Just that simple. Okay. Oops. Oh, don't worry. The three of us have been good friends since we were enrolled here. Okay. We even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes, we're studying for a career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Yeah, as long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. Ah, the famed Themis Legal Academy ingenuity at work. So what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret, and if I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something to be put cheaply on display. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever. I can hear discord in their voices too. They're hiding something. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Maybe there is indeed some kind of love triangle going on between them, and they're afraid of losing that friendship. I don't know. Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh, alright then. Hey, isn't that... Everyone stay right where you are. Don't move a muscle. Oh, no, not him. I don't like him. Detective Fulbright, is something wrong? Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friends? Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait. I think Dick Gumshoe is a more likable character overall. Juniper Woods, you're under arrest for the murder of Constance Court. Oh, no, not again. What? Wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie? Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. Aha! So you're the lawyers that dispatch said were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There are two major reasons for her arrests. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was. I didn't. And number two, the crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script. But you can't arrest her on just those grounds. True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackquill specifically told me to say no more than that. So Blackquill is the prosecuting attorney on this one too? Couldn't they just leave him in jail or something? No, why do we have to bring him out? Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir. What? Junie, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Hold it!
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Thena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but also it kind of bothers me that she started saying the before saying Thena or Thena, because if she hesitated to say her name, she wouldn't have mispronounced it as the. It's just the voice actress started reading the line and it was like the, and then she went Thena, but she should have they should have had her re-recorded, because it's not like, no, it's not the, it's the or something like that she was starting to say. But they were like, no, it's okay, just keep it, let's move on. Got like a thousand other lines to record or something. No time to waste. Bugs me a little. Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer. Well, I don't have much experience and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do. I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor. Thena. Apollo. Thank you both. I'm counting on you. We've got your back, Junie. Guess things worked out after all. Now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station. I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need, so let's get right on the case. Right. I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. You're just a student. We've already had real cases to defend in a real court instead of mock trials. You don't have your diploma yet. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate. Why, that smug little... He hasn't even finished law school. Thank you. Yeah, that's true. That's what I thought as well. Hugh! That was totally rude. And you're not the only one on the case, man. I'm in too. Big time. Juniper Woods! I'm going to save you! This guy, he's too much. Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what I was talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is. Oh, right. You said the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script. Exactly, but without the script on or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help. Hair forehead. Ah, this guy. Prosecutor Gavin. Well, wasn't he the one in the La Miroir case already? I think. The prosecutor in that case. It's even the same musical theme. What are you doing here? And there he is. Ah, yeah. Yeah, him I remember. Definitely. You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me? Why, I do believe we have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I am Clavier Gavin. Yeah, he has a twin brother, doesn't he? From what I remember. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably the band went kaput. Perhaps you've heard of us, the Gaviners? I was the lead vocalist. Never heard of your band. I think his brother was a defense attorney, and he was a prosecutor or something, no? Wasn't it something like that? People keep calling, like, damn. People keep calling? Like what? Never heard of your band. Then again, I was out of the country till only recently. But, can I get your autograph? You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Fraulein, but I've retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as rockstar prosecutor Clavier Gavin. Clavier? I'm not sure how you say that. Oh, okay. People keep calling me when I'm just trying to watch. Tell them to leave you alone, you're watching Twitch. Anyway. Okay, that one then. She's a lively one, eh? Her forehead. Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of Wright Anything Agency, that's all. Nice to meet you, I'm Athena Sykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me, yeah? Her forehead. Okay. Why are you here? So what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? You missed Clavier? I don't know how to say his name, man. I'm here for the same reason as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar. So he's the famous prosecutor they invited. And I have another crucial role to play. The Gaviners are getting back together for a one-time special performance. Even though you guys disbanded, which was a shame, by the way, really. Yeah, I know how much you adored our music, Air Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned? I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And the stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? The other one was of Phoenix Wright, actually, the blue one. And the one that was broken was of him, then. Okay. Are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent, too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass. Wait, don't tell me your mentor was Professor Court. She was the one who taught me how to think about the law. That music. It's all coming back to me now. So Constance Court was your professor here at the Academy. She may have taught the judge course, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond all else. That dumbass background music and the old chipper in me comes out when I see him and Apollo together. The shipper. I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness. Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry. Athena, are you tearing up? Though I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly, so as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard. Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already, Hair Forehead. I said I'd help you explain the mock trial. Okay. We're going to reprise it right here in the lecture hall. It might help us catch your killer. Okay. It's the same when I see Edgeworth and Phoenix. My brain is like, gay, definitely gay and love it. Mock trial reenactment. All rise. Right, the stage is ready, and you, Hair Forehead, ready to rock? No. The defense is not ready to rock. You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here. Junie's masterpiece, the one everyone's been talking about. Yeah, and there is only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. Now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of defendant and judge as per the script. Okay, got it. I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat this like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Hair Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is also here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial. Très bien, let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for our reenactment of the mock trial. Or what I'd like to call the mock trial. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. Achtung, baby! It's no holds barred. Let's rock. Oh, can't we take it easy today? It may just be a mock of a mock, but there is only one way to compete. You play to win. So remember, each time I catch you slacking off, I'm holding you in contempt of court. Great. A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers. Okay, talk. Summary of the facts. Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement if you please. You got it, Fraulein Judge. Our case is set in a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent! Innocent, I tell you! That's some seriously bad acting, Fraulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. Hair Forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to this photo? She's holding it here, though. So that part is different. Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, oh, the green sweatsuit. That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? Green sweatsuit? Too much of a fledgling to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along. Hey, wait a sec. The body was discovered in the same area as the mock case, although there was a stage. Plus, the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same. Okay. That's right, and therein lies the significance of this mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard just like that. Defense argument. Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet the victim in the quad. Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach, but it wasn't me, I didn't kill her. You don't have to ham it up like that. It's called getting into character, Herr Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right, let's see. Oh yeah, then Hugh said... A frail co-head used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow. I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen, holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clever view of the quad. He shot the arrow into the victim before my client even got there. Nine, Herr Forehead. That faint swagger does not suit you in the least. Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice. Me? But I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Euro Rocker said. Euro Rocker. So the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wound were unusually ragged. Ragged, I guess. Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from a bow? 9. I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand, post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Wasn't there something exactly like that in the previous game? Someone got stabbed with something, and then an arrow stuck in the wound to make it seem like an arrow was the murder weapon, when actually it was not, or something. Or maybe maybe this is something that I've seen in like a TV show or something. A similar MO, I guess, but I don't know. I feel familiar with that, with like that element, but I don't know from where. He's just a student, a warm-up act. While I am the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the awl that was left in the art room. How do you pronounce that? No, not owl. All. Okay. Google doesn't know the word. What gives? All. Okay. A pointed tool used for what? For carving, I guess. He's snapping his finger to the beat. That's actually really neat. Is he really on the beat, though? Oh, yeah, I guess he kind of is. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm trying to remember even the word in my own language, but yeah, okay. I see what that is now. Okay, fair enough. An awl? What's that? Or, I mean, an awl, you say? What might that be? It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other materials. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested. Gross! It's all bloody up to the handle. Please tell me it's just paint. Most likely, Fraulein. Pretty realistic, yeah? Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place. So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage? The murder took place in the 3rd floor art room, but the body was found in a quad. Must have been quite a chore moving the body all that way. Not at all, there is a maintenance area and storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart used to carry balls around was found there. Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one. A jumbo, yeah? Big enough to fit a person or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with the cart. Dropped it? This is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself. You don't say!
Objection!
Objection, that acting was really bad. A body dropped from 3 stories up would show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
That may be true, but you failed to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would show no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes, it's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Excuse me. Quite the crafty killer in an attempt to cast suspicion on the archery club. They moved the body to the quad where it would be an easy shot from the club room. Then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the owl's stab wound. Sounds like he has only high praise for Junie's script. Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope, it seemed like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the finale then. Your verdict, if you please, Fraulein Judge. Huh? Oh, right, that's me. Very well, this court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of a mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty. Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Besides, it's about time I get back to my investigation. Thanks, you two. That little run through of the mock trial cleared up quite a few things. Okay, the script was added to the court record. 4 pages. Okay. Achtung, baby! The prosecution's already got a witness sized up too. That was quick. Prosecutor Blackwell's almost too good. You're sure in a helpful mood today, Professor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there is no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Well, he won't be prosecuting the case anyway, it will be Blackwell, so he has no reason to help the prosecution, I suppose. Anyway, I won't say goodbye as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. He'll be pursuing the truth anyway, regardless. I always thought prosecutors were all a rather scary bunch, but Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice. Yeah, he's not so bad as prosecutors go. We should get back to investigating too. We don't have nearly enough information yet. And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case. Right, looks like we have our work cut out for us. Any ideas? The most prominent feature of this case is how closely it resembles the script. That makes it a tough one because we have to have a firm understanding of them both. No sweat, we can reenact the mock trial as many times as we want by reading the script. I'll check it out in the court record and commit it to memory later. Good. I bet the script and the mock trial are going to be the centerpiece of the real trial. Make sure you know them inside and out. Yes, sir, Mr. Justice. Mr. Justice? Careful. I could get used to that. Apollo, any advice on how to investigate this case? Oh, start by interviewing people about the basic facts. Interview people? Got it. Hey, you there. What can you tell me about the... Oh, hold on, Athena. Trial's tomorrow, so try to limit it to people with some relation to the case. Okay, got it. Limit the interview pool. Right. You might also want to take it down a notch, otherwise you'll be dead by tomorrow. He wants me to calm down at a time like this? Junie's fate rests in my hands. I just have to win this one. Hey, Apollo! Check this out. Oh, nice, your attorney's badge. That's the first thing you want to present when you meet someone new. I heard that's what all the lawyers do. You heard that? From whom? Who else, Mr. Wright? Just remember, your badge comes first. See, Athena, check it out. This is my attorney's badge. Oh, that's so intense. I want to present mine like that too. I think it's a joke by the developers because they know that players keep doing it, showing their attorney's badge to everyone. Hey, check this out. Hey, check it out. Hey, see, I'm a lawyer. Okay, move. Outdoor stage. How about the agency? Hello. A school festival. Why didn't you take me with you? Oh, only Mr. Wright was officially invited. Apollo and I were just tagging along, but we are lawyers after all. Phoenix really teaching them right, yeah. So kids, the first thing you want to do is show your badge to everyone. It's the most important thing you have to begin with. Show your badge. Shove it in their faces. Well, my magic act would have made a great warm-up for the mock trial. They'd have seen how even the most crucial evidence could vanish in the blink of an eye. That's probably precisely why Mr. Wright didn't invite you. Excuse me. Don't you think the Wright Anything Agency has about run its course? What do you mean? Isn't it obvious? It's time for the Wright Anything Academy. And you, Athena, I want you to be the head of our psychology department. Oh, what other departments will we have? Well, I'll be the head of the magic department. And we'll have a Quartz of Steel department and a bluffing department. But then who'll be head of the toilet cleaning department? The brooch that she has resembles the one from La Miroir, actually. Was there a link between the two? I can't recall. It's the same, right? I think it's the same. Did she get it from the lady herself or what? I can't recall. Trucy, Wright. Brooch. Retrieved from La Miroir's dressing room. You gotta go, nice watching for a bit, have fun with the game and have a good rest of the evening. Thank you, Monica. I can't stream very late because I have to get up at like 4:50 a.m. tomorrow morning, but I'll try to at least get through the investigation part before I stop streaming. But thank you, Monica. Enjoy the rest of your day too. And I don't know, that brooch looks a little bit different. It's a little bit different in shape, I guess. Oh well. Okay, let's move. Ah, Mr. Wright. So fancy looking. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocent by any means necessary. The end justifies the means. What do you mean? The end justifies the means. I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Juniper's innocence, do you not? Of course I do. Ginny wouldn't even hurt a fly. Precisely, we have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible. Sure, I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of that the end justifies the means part. Well, you are still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be your professor, but I am still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have even battled Professor Court in court. No kidding, so you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague of the Academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class. Wow, I bet they both used to really bring it. Now, if you would excuse me, I had best go discuss the case with Juniper. Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Apollo and I already agreed to take her case. It's true, Juniper is counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You too? And when were you planning on telling me? Sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but... Hahaha, relax, your friend was just hauled away in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions, and I think you made the right one. How wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is it that you treasure beyond all else? That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients. What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend such as you. As her professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come see me at once. Let's hope it never comes to that. Now, if you would excuse me. Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating it fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far? Yes, please. About the murder. Have you learned anything new about the case? Actually, I ran into Professor Gavin and he told me something interesting. Seems the murder took place in the art room. There's traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage. What? Really? Just like the mock trial again? The police are searching the art room, but whether they'll find anything, well, what? Come to think of it. Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here. Huh? Are we even allowed to do that? It's no big deal as long as we leave it exactly like we found it. Plus... No, never mind. Now, where was I again? But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Rumor about the Academy. So were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means? Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking. The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard those words before. Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors filed false charges and lawyers fight back by fabricating evidence. Yike. There's a lot of that going around these days. But the question is, how is it related to the case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy. Yeah, the end justifies the means. Is that what they're being taught? Yikes. That's a bit scary if that's the case. Well, that in and of itself isn't a bad thing. Right, as long as those results come by fair and honest means. Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justifies the means? To survive the dark age of the law, you must use any means necessary. Fabrication of evidence and false charges are unavoidable in the quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Themis Legal Academy. But what will happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore? Haha, relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you. Oh, that's a relief. You had me going there for a minute. Wait a second, what if Mr. Wright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence. I think that about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that this case closely resembles Miss Woods' script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably try and identify what's the same and what's different. Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus. I thought the area was cordoned off. Hey, the police are discussing something over there. Oh, I know. I'll just quietly sneak over for a listen. Here goes. Athena, watch where you're... Hands off. Huh? This side up. Ouch. Who put this stupid box here? Wait. Eek, Apollo, this box, there's... someone in it. What now? There's someone or... something inside. Don't let it be a snake. It's Trissy, right? No? You morons just blew my cover. What was written on it? About a panda? What the... There really is someone inside. Turns white to black, panda ink. Okay. That someone is me, Miriam Scuttlebutt. And I'm a senior in the judge course. What's with the box? It's the fate of we who live in the shadows. There's a very good reason why none may see my face by the light of day. Wait, if you're taking the judge course, did you write a mock trial script too? You really want to see my script that bad? Well, you better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. Read it without my permission and you'll wish you hadn't. Who cares? I'm sure it was rejected for a good reason. Miriam Scuttlebutt. Do we know what she looks like, or is her character profile gonna be like that? Nice. A senior in the judge course, she walks around with a box over her head and has a strange laugh. She's 17. She's 18. She's 18. He's 18, I should say. He's 18. 33. 28. Okay. Alright. Oh, so you're studying to be a judge too. You must be classmates with Juniper. Are you a friend of hers? Juniper. Sure, she's my friend. That's why I'm gathering info. Now, tell me all you know. You know, for tomorrow's trial. For tomorrow's trial? What are you talking about? Okay, excuse me. For tomorrow's trial, what are you talking about? I'm going to take the stand, naturally. So the witness for the prosecution is some weirdo in a cardboard box. Cock. This disguise is how I get my scoops. But you're right, it's me, so tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. Wait a second, Miriam. Repeat what you just said? A lawyer with brains as bad as his ears. Poor Juniper. I'm taking the stand tomorrow. Tell me everything you know for Juniper's sake. What? Taking the stand? Clear enough for you this time? I thought so. Athena, my bracelet's reacting. Really? That means a lie already? That was quick. The box is sweating. Oops. Something about the hands, maybe. Listen again. Yeah, she was clutching the box on the last statement. That's strange. You suddenly tightened your grip when you said for Juniper's sake. It's like you subconsciously tensed up because you're lying. Kark, what are you talking about? Why? When did I ever lie? Okay, then let me ask you this. Why were you selected as a witness? That's an easy one. I guess that's her laugh. That's an easy one. I'm the editor-in-chief of the Themis Herald. Yeah, the one who published that article about the love triangle thing, right? You're the mean person. Sorry, you're the mean person who doesn't like Juniper. I know everything there is to know around campus, even the darkest of secrets. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Hold on a minute. I'd like to see how much longer this chapter goes. See if I have enough time to finish it today. Turnabout Academy. Characters. Nah, I don't want to spoil myself anything. Investigation Day 1, okay? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll just finish this section of the chapter, and when it gets to trial day 1, that's when I'll stop for today. That's good enough progress, I think. I finished the chapter, and I already got well underway in the next one. I think that's good, because these games are long to begin with anyway. Editor-in-chief, huh? Pretty impressive. Yes, well, it's a lonely one-woman operation. I do it all myself, from reporting to editing to publishing. Still impressed? I'm a perfect storm of journalism because I bring it all to the table. And this is the evidence here. That's kind of weird the way she does that. An extra edition of the Themis Herald published to coincide with the mock trial. Themis Herald Extra, added to the court record. Okay. Thanks, Miriam. You've revealed who you truly are. Someone who's never had Junie's best interest in mind. What? Are you questioning our friendship? Look, you may want answers, but no can do, because what you're saying conflicts with this piece of evidence. The first one. The first newspaper, isn't it?
Take that!
That wasn't a very nice article, is it? Blackheart this, Blackheart that, well, yeah, you know what. That's the Themis Herald, the paper I publish. What about it? Are you really that dense? This article is full of malicious lies about Junie. It's definitely not something a true friend of hers would write. God, you got it all wrong. Another staff member wrote that one. I don't think so, Miriam. You even said it yourself just a moment ago. It's a one-woman operation. Or did you forget already? If you'd just given me the info you have. It was I, Von Karma. You have risen for the grave and committed this murder. I wouldn't be surprised. Von Karma. How's it going? Stupid pawn. Juniper is just using you. Okay. Miriam Scuttlebutt. Now I want the truth, Miriam. You hide in your box in order to collect gossip for your sleazy paper, isn't that right? You're not really friends with Juniper, are you? No, duh. She's the target of my scoops and my readers demand dirt. Extra, extra. The dirty little secret of the squeaky clean student council president. Dirty little secret? Alright, what are you planning to say in court, huh? I'm a witness to our part in the crime. I'm going to tell it all in a shocking expose. The end justifies the means. That's my brand of tell-all journalism. The end justifies the means. Wait a second. In this dark age of law, many of us embrace Professor Means' methods, even future judges. I've even adopted an end justifies the means brand of journalism, which includes tape recorders secretly hidden all over our campus. Who uses tape? In this day and age, secretly recording every last word without anyone being any the wiser. Doesn't she realize that's totally illegal? And one of them was at the scene of the crime, the art room. You put a tape recorder in the art room? What did it record? You wanna know? You really wanna know? Yes, please. That's so nice of you to. Like I'd really tell you now. The big scoop comes out in court tomorrow. You're so mean, Miriam. According to my evidence, a fatal fissure had opened between the three of them. Who? Junie, Hugh, and Robin? And what do you mean by fatal fissure? Fissure? Is that how you say it? A rift in the trio. Excuse me, reading out loud makes me thirsty. Listening to talkers makes me thirsty. Juniper, Hugh, and Robin used to be the best of friends. Used to be. They still seem to get along fine to me. I did sense some discord, though. You don't know anything. Professor Means has his followers, and Professor Cord had hers. Their influence is inescapable. Are you implying that one of them adheres to that extreme idea you and Professor Means have? But why would anyone follow that philosophy? How could you possibly understand? You're new around here. Miriam, wouldn't you feel better if you came out of the dark and into the light? I can see fine in here. You'll be the one seeing the light in court tomorrow. Then you'll realize how guilty Juniper Woods really is. We're going to have to cross-examine her tomorrow, but I don't know where to start. Well, let's at least take care of whatever we can today. You're right, let's see what else we can find out. We haven't been to the maintenance area, I guess. So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said, why do I keep reading this word as professor? That the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor. School festival, mock trial, and that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. Well, if they're gonna make that kind of noise, I hope I can sleep tonight. Right, and then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a bull cart. And then, there's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin. Whoa, you scared the crud out of me. Yikes, right back at you. So what are you doing out here? I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper. But I'm so worked up. My training brace is almost breaking at the seams. Oh, right, the girl you like got arrested, so you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of manly men. That's why I work out with my manly brace. Okay. Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry, I'll try not to shout so much. If at all possible, that is. Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. So do you mind if I ask you some questions as Junie's lawyer? No problem, ask away. Keep him coming, man. Ouch, my ears ache already. Yeah, I'm not about to start shouting like he does. It's loud enough as it is. Whoops. Talk. Robin Newman. Tell us about yourself. Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club. The Fine Arts Club? Looks like broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard. There were supposed to be 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that the co-head from the Fine Art Club had made them. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are these supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fraulein, and they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did, both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man! It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah, I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down. What do you mean? Professor Court was the Fine Arts Club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good result is the truth, that and... Only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Yes, I'm totally on your guy's side. She must have been an incredible woman. I sure prefer her to Professor Means, Aristotle, I look like a statue kind of guy. Yeesh, and you call me loud when I practice my course of steel. About the murder. Oh man, why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name, you'll see. The 3 of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together. Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the 3 of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law, ha! We were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man! Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no! That stupid school rule had to ruin it! School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid, holier-than-thou school! A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the three of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Like muscles having muscles. Should I present something to him to get more information out of him? Well, I don't really have anything, though. Or maybe this? Ah, that paper! So, Robin, is this article true? The author of that article has been gunning for the three of us for some reason. It's been nothing but trashy articles like this as long as I can remember. Maybe the author just wants your attention. No way, man! The venom in those articles is way beyond that. I wonder. Okay. I did get a reaction, anyway. Whoa! Did you make that? Let me fire it in the kiln for you. Just give it to me and I'll take care of the rest. I think I'll pass on the kiln firing this time. Phew, dodged a bullet there. Okay, that's his generic answer, I suppose. To being shown something. What about this one? Wow, deja vu, man. It's like I can almost taste my near victory again. But no, the final showdown was cancelled because of that murder. This topic sure seems to strike a raw nerve. I hope it doesn't come between you guys. You kidding? Our friendship? It's like a diamond, only tougher. It's like a powder keg before a spark. It's like the calm before the storm. In other words, it's under a lot of pressure and ready to blow at any moment. Okay. It's possible that I can't get any more information out of the guy now. Yeah, well. Is there anywhere else I should go back to? The lecture hall, maybe? Ah, there we go. I seem to have found something. Look, there's Hugh. Hey, Hugh! Oh, it's you two. Do you want something? He has a face that says, I follow the thing that says, the means justify the end, or the end justifies the means, or something. Did you find anything? You said you were going to do some investigating of your own. Nope, nothing yet. I'm afraid it's not looking very good for Juniper. You don't really think Juniper could have done something like this, do you? What's written on that? Zen and the art of mastering the bar exam. Okay. There's something else written on it, but I can't quite read it. Civil law, corporate law, criminal law. 25th edition. Okay, that's what it reads. Both the stage and the art room were in the exact same state as described therein. Nobody could mimic the crime like that unless they'd already read the script or wrote it. But, look, Professor Means is better able to handle this than you two, so just leave it to him. There it is again. I'm picking up some discord in Hugh's voice. Hugh O'Connor. Hugh, would you mind telling me a little bit about yourself? Whatever. I'm 6'1", and under this uniform and 100% lean muscle. Not the kind of information I was looking for, but okay. My grades are outstanding and I'm the ace of the archery club, needless to say. I never miss my mark. Oh, and I'm incredibly humble too. I'm not so sure about that last one. How can you even say that with a straight face? Those around me called me a genius, but I paid them no mind. But when it comes to tests, I always get 100%, so I suppose it's only natural for them to say I'm a genius. But as I said before, I pay them no mind. I heard you the first time. But what about the mock trial? It sounded like you were about to lose to Robin. There's a very good reason for that. You see, right before the mock trial started, I saw the body. You saw the body? Right, and I was so distraught that I basically handed Robin a victory. Hugh, would you mind telling us a little more about that? discovering the body. Right before the mock trial, the campus was empty. Everyone was here in the lecture hall. Your attention, please. This is an announcement from the mock trial committee. The mock trial will begin shortly. All students and faculty, please proceed at once to the lecture hall. That's right, there was that announcement and then everyone came in here. The only exceptions were the mock trial participants. Art room, waiting room, stage. Juniper, Robin and I were in our personal dressing rooms next door. Wow, your own personal dressing rooms? That's total VIP treatment. Actually, they're for student-teacher meetings. They don't even have windows. The other two waited patiently in their rooms, but that's not my style. So I headed over to the archery range on the other side of the quad. I did some meditation while I waited. That's the best way to relax. Okay. Then just before the mock trial was to start, I headed back toward the main building. As I walked across the quad, I passed in front of the stage. So that's when you saw the body? Right, it was quite a shock. As much as I hate to admit it, my legs were shaking. I could have easily beaten Robin if it hadn't been for that. Wait, hold it right there. You went through with the mock trial even though you had just discovered a body? Why didn't you tell anyone? I mean, we're talking about someone getting killed here. I think I know why. Was it because of this? Where'd you get that? So this article in the Themis Herald is true. The winner of the mock trial would get to make his confession to Junie? Right, but if I reported the body I'd found, the whole thing would be called off. He really wanted to win that bad enough to ignore a dead body. The end justifies the means. Sorry, but that's not normal. Or could their love for Junie really be that strong? Thanks for sharing that important piece of information with us. It may prove useful at tomorrow's trial. You could have tampered with the scene. Good, because that's all I have to say about the matter. Thanks. Don't worry, we'll prove Juniper's innocence, you'll see. I can't say you two inspire much confidence. Okay, Athena, what next? Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case. Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh, wait, we haven't met with Junie yet. Yeah, you're right. Let's head over to the detention center. Okay. Thena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Thena, like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. The script. Junie, the crime is unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? We wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial, and the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article, if you ask me. I have been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, Hugh, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both of the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, the passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution, but Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ah, so if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. That would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Never knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh? You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places. Thanks, Juniper. The owl. All. I even have a hard time pronouncing it. I was wondering about that all you had when you were arrested. I want to pronounce it like owl, but no, that's not how you say it, I guess. All. Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why there's blood on this. That's evidence we made for the mock trial. A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. Then we've nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime. Still, that blood red color on the owl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but it probably was just paint, but that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the owl when we were prepping it yesterday. It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thenna and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. Then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key and the owl with what looked like blood on it. A key and the owl? Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club's advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the owl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that the props should be realistic, so... The owl suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it. I have a really bad feeling about this. Me too. Let's not jump the gun on this. Mock trial prep work. You and Professor Court were busy preparing for the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes, I left school at around 6 p.m. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. It looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you. Thenna. Well, I should go now. Bye. Is she gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy. The Junie I knew was always like that, a little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still, what is it? Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously, yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship, is there? Don't worry, everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship. I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial. Yup, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far. Okay. The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described. I wish those were the only similarities they shared. What do you mean? What I mean is the script and this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows that the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. Oh, no. The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get our results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo and he's the king of being fine. The king of being fine. And with that, that'll bring today's stream to an end. That leaves me a bit of time to relax before I head to sleep. 'Cause I won't have a lot of time to sleep tonight. since I have to get up so early, I just hope in the first place that I can manage to fall asleep early enough. And that's not a guaranteed thing. Anyway, let's see, episode 3. I hadn't saved anything in the last 2 hours, actually. Okay, return to the title screen. Okay, people, thank you for watching. I will stop here then. I shall be back tomorrow around the same time as today. No, a little bit later than today, I think. But I'll be able to stream a little bit later tomorrow. Because I don't have to work on Monday morning. Thank you for watching then. See you next time. And I hope you enjoy. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a good one.